Air conditioning on?
I turned on the thermostat.
Hello, people. Oh, let's confuse OSA today. I am still struggling. This. Yeah. It's just not fun. So, my ankle's getting better. I got another week with this beast. And it's supposed to be 101 degrees tomorrow. It's 94 right now. I'm dying. And avoid holes. Don't rub rocks in your eyes. It's and don't fall on cardboard. This was cardboard 2 years ago. That's how you guys met me. I was at the org recently, just out of surgery. And I broke my wrist really badly. They had to reset it. Then, yeah, all this. Peter, why? Why is it that hot? It does not need to be that hot yet. It's not August. So I thought I'd confuse OSA. And this is my next class. OSA, I will still be with plants. But I learned there's an architecture class and there's different classes. Oh my gosh, my dream in the next 5 years is to create some sort of art gallery, museum type of show to show all the real estate empire Scientology has. So, not this coming fall, but sometime in the future, I want to take a blueprint reading class and a 3D model class where you get to, and I'm not good at math, but if I can see it and visualize it and practice it, maybe something will click. Just maybe. I know, Peter, but we did get in the hundreds in March. And last year just was hot. Like, we were boiling into October, like all October. So I just want a little relief. Especially with this. I cannot do anything. It's not a cast. So it's this surgical thing that is deteriorating, but it's holding my stitches. Like I have like a yellow bandage on top of my sutures and then put that in, and then I'm supposed to keep it dry and clean. This is my third bandage, so it looks clean. But I'm sweating like crazy. So how the hell am I supposed to keep it clean when I can't get it wet? It's yeah. So I'm in here inside. At Park Day, my little girl is upset. It didn't take her long to roll in gross, stinky stuff. And so her park day ended. She got a bath. She got picked up from the park, and we were like, nope, we're not doing that. So then she's like, why didn't you come pick me back up? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. So I got one of my books. I'm doing landscaping. So that's going to help me with numbers 2 of landscape, like drawing it out and everything. And that's why I was like, we're moving into an area where I want to go with these cards. Yeah, I really need a deep clean my nails. But so I was going through the map offline. I did, where were we? We were in the D's. We were going to Denmark. I did Denmark privately, and that's when I noticed we have extra random orgs and missions that have no reviews, no pictures, and they're just popping up trying to, in Europe and stuff. Scientology, this has been a 2-year plan, so just to confuse you, I'm going to go back and forth, multitask with only one hand. I can't write. That's what pisses me off. Where's Belgium? Denmark. We're in Denmark. Denmark. Oh. Here we go. All right. Got the Denmark list. I also reached out to Ingrid Pope because one of his lists that I got from him, he's updated and changed. So he took off that list and updated new pictures of what missions kind of closed, but not all of them. Hi, Style. So I reached out to him saying, that was one of my resources. Can I have that list? Do you have it? Or just so that way I have a reference to it, right? Because it's a long list. It's the world list of things back in 2009. And then I have another list from 2014. So within 5-year time, if the mission did not make it to 2014, I know with the Google Earth program that I want to use, the rise and fall, like it will show you the growth and then of a time period, and then over time, and then all of a sudden dwindle, especially in Hungary. So that was another list I was going off of. So from another list. Too many lists. OSA, simmer down. But let's go over Denmark. Because of course they have empty buildings and a Sea Org building, birthing. Yeah. Yeah, Peter. I'm surprised with a lawsuit being filed, that they can just go ahead and go with this. Peter, I understand that. Not everybody plays well with others. Mine is the intel that I'm seeking. I'm not seeking friendship. I'm not seeking like, hey, we cool. Mine is just to have an open dialogue with everyone. You may not want to talk to me because you just don't like me, or you do you. I keep everybody at the same level of decency. I know there's certain people that are nastier than others. Other people don't like me because I talk to certain people. That's fine. I talk to everyone the same. And I treat everybody the same. Just because I talk to somebody versus the other person does not mean I'm way closer to that person. I still keep them at a distance. We can talk about our similarities. We can talk about Scientology. We could talk about buildings. We could talk about children because I have a child. But it's one of those, I don't want to fight about our differences. We can agree to disagree. But I think a mutual respect that we exist matters to people, other people that I've seen in this social media arena. It feels like Middle Earth. Like you better have armor and some sort of weapon knowledge. um because then you're just open to be taken down. I don't play that way. That's I feel like bullying, and just because you're not the same, you don't think the same, therefore you should be annihilated is the way to go about things. Um, we have enough strife with hunger, lack of shelter, disease, uh, I mean, holes, rocks in your eyes. I mean, come on. Um, I'm struggling here as it is. And just because someone can be nasty doesn't, I don't think you should be annihilated because you're nasty. But if you're nasty to me, because I don't play that game of fighting other people's battles when they have their own voice. Um, I'm not wagging my finger at people. You do you. You be happy. Um, oh, I wish we had rain. I style. It's 103 where Peter is. It's going to be 101 degrees Fahrenheit here tomorrow. We're dying. We're dying. But yeah, no, I think everybody's going to find their tribe, but I don't think a tribe should fight another tribe just because wah, you're not, I don't know. That's me. And that's why I'll still say hi to everybody. I'm not a spy. I'm just a human being in my own damn boat with my one paddle, usually broken or lost. And living life. Because that's all we can do, right? And why bring on the yes, style. I am a very visual person. And that's why numbers don't make sense to me because it's like 1 + 1 is 2 and da da da. And then when you're dividing, and then you're like, oh, there's rules in dividing if you're if you're dividing or multiplying or doing all this, and then you get all a little more complicated. Say what? Like, I need the visual. I need to go out there and apply it to real life. Otherwise, it's a stupid waste of time on a paper. Oh, style. This is why I don't like the what, the middle, the middle of the United States. You guys have wild, crazy weather of all seasons. We Californians, especially northern, you have you have to. We get two in our winter's rain. Um, we yeah, I'm just throwing things. It was organized. It don't matter anymore. Keep you on your toes. So what am I going to talk about? Um, yep. Yes, Irish. Does um does Ireland? I'm like, where's Irish? Does Ireland get a lot of rain? Because you guys have beautiful colors that do not do any camera justice. Um, I mean, beautiful hillside colors, everything. No face. Yep, I can see that. Oh, yeah, we haven't even gotten to summer. Ooh. August is the worst month here. It'll get to 114, 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, come on now, no one needs to be outside. You just melt. So, oh my goodness. So, gonna show you Denmark, and then I'm gonna so that you get to find out the patterns and recognize plants and what family they go into and their names and everything. This is like a 4-unit class. Like, I'm hitting buttons. Sorry, guys. So, whew, I'm getting the head start. I'm excited to learn about the landscaping and actually drawing it out. And then I'm taking a drawing class too. And then spring, I'm going to see about reading blueprints. I so want to get my hands on blueprints, especially of LA. Oh, but I'm slowly coming. It's just this dead hands not helping me. All in the same day? Okay. So it's kind of like Texas. Can have 4 seasons in one day. The That's a battleground for I don't know. I grew up where in Napa Valley where it is foggy until noon. And then all of a sudden the fog lifts it. Where I live, I had to get used to not waking up to fog. I wake up to a bright ass sun. That's like I'm like, can't we slowly get warm? Can we warm up to this? Yep. And that's what I think. Ooh, that gives me an idea. Oh, I think I'm gonna make because I've been looking into polymer clay. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to use this hand to actually do stuff with. Cause I can't even wash my hair. Dude, I can't even put on my own deodorant. That is just wrong when you can't do things for yourself. Um, I think I think that's called weather. The clouds are sprinklers. It's this whole water cycle that evaporates and absorbs and then creates the clouds, and then they get dense and then they get sprinkled down. Yep. But wear layers. Just wear layers and bring a coat. But I heard it gets really cold in Ireland. But I don't know. I've never been even well, I've been on the East Coast only for one night in a rainstorm stuck in Georgia overnight. Like our plane landed, finally was able to land in the storm. All flights were canceled. It was our connecting flight. And it was almost 11 p.m. Stores were already closing. I told my daughter, who was 12 at the time, whatever you want for dinner, grab. And so it was chips, candy. Like, it was a bad thing, but I couldn't provide her anything. I was stuck. And so that was our dinner, and stayed on federal land. We didn't see nothing. It was pitch black. And then it was like I finally made it to the East Coast and I can't see nothing. Because I was making my way to East Texas, which is a hell to get into and hell to get out. Um, back when I think broke. I think your right elbow is always with you. Maybe. Mine is gonna detach soon. I don't know. Was learning to wipe. I can't do anything. Yes, you were brainstorming. But pretty soon, depending on our water, because we're not getting any more water. This is the water that we have, just like our topsoil and everything. And everybody wants to make concrete over that topsoil. So our ecosystem is not well rounded. Ah. What helps make it feel colder? Oh, you know, because I heard England also is like rains a lot. But I know still, I don't get out my. I want to travel. I want to travel so bad. It's money. I've had my I finally got a passport. It was on my 40s list of things to do on my year 40, things I'd never done. And I got my passport. Nobody in my family has a passport. Like immediate family. My in-laws do, but not my daughter or not my husband. And I've had it for 6 years and 0 stamps. Like I don't go to Mexico. I don't go to Canada. I'm like just stuck here, hurting myself for surgeries. I'm done. But I want to travel so bad. And my husband's just not a travel person. He gets stressed. He's OCD with patterns, like routine. And it's not a routine, it's just like anything could happen. And so he's very grumpy. So I told Caitlin, my daughter, like, I want to go to Florida and totally just see clear water, but also see a white beach, white sand. Ooh, and warmer, ocean. We're a little cold over here. And so, but to just finally see a state we haven't been to. And because I've been in Nevada, I've been to Arizona, but I've been to Oregon, but not where the green is, like just right above it. Um, but I just don't travel. And so I was like, Dad might stay home, but would you go to Florida with me? She's like, he'll probably want to go. And he's just not a go to, travel person where I loved road trips. They do not like, they want to get to the destination. It's not the journey through, like what happens or what we stop and see or like a gas station candy raid. Like, ooh, what snacks are we going to bring? Like, they're just like, get this over with. I'm like, yay! I get to see different scenery than outside my house. All right. Let me share my screen. Oh, so you bored yet? You bored? Oh, let's see. Where did I? Because I left this open. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay. We got. I was looking in a lot of my spreadsheets, one spreadsheet. And I'm trying to put in a better system to look up things. This one has a P.O. box, and they even changed the P.O. box description. It is hilarious. We just confused up here. OSA. Scientology does not make sense even on Google Maps. All right. So we are headed to not Tanzania. That's Africa. We are going to Denmark. All right. So this is Denmark. We have a little island, another, and of course, these off apparently don't. And then this little island. Let's see. Let's do the confusing ones that are clustered. Copenhagen. Of course, this is not it. Sweden. Okay. So we're going to stay in this area. Sure. This is a school. Nope, this is a Sea Org birthing. What am I talking about? We're in the middle of the street, but don't worry. So this is a Sea Org birthing. That wall is tiny. Yeah, because that's a person. Dude, I think we can walk around. Okay. We got a ducky bus? Oh, yep, the woman walked. Okay. All right. Got a Sea Org birthing. We got some bicycles. Also in Denmark. Did I click on something? Okay. There's this Scientology TV network, and different areas they focus on, and they're like, no, I don't even have my license, you know, a Scientologist would say, or Sea Org member, because they don't need to drive. They have more bikes. So Sea Org members get to work on bikes, you know. I guess they get their exercise. I don't know. But I can only imagine. So this is the Sea Org birthing. I mixed it up, of course. 151. 151. Oh, are you going to be in the back? Maybe. Maybe this is the card I don't have. I put in so 87. In a different place of cards I need to make or need to add to the spreadsheet. I think that's one. Nope, found it. 87. All right, so that's the Sea Org birthing. On to the next. Unless ooh, style. I would love that. So my daughter wants to go to England. There's a deadliest plant, not conservatory, but like whole whole place for that, and she wants to go see that. Hi, Susan. Ollie here. Hi, Ollie. Yes. Yep. There's a botany book. I'm mixing it up and gonna keep Scientology, OSA on their toes. Hi, Rika. I don't know if you want to just be called Rain now, but hope you're doing well. Still, I don't know. I'm struggling, but I'm here, you know. What? Why would they be so angry? They're ahead of the game. Oh, yeah, they play this gradient card, but it's the same repetitive conditioning in every single book about ARC and all this other ARC and blah, blah, blah. And then they may just enter some little thing, new thing, like the wall of fire. Yep, they're not. It's just brainwashing. Let's see. Okay. So that's the birthing. Then we're going to go to another Sea Org birthing. Again, I mix the cards because I dropped them. We're fine. So this is another Sea Org birthing. It's hard to move this hand. Sorry, guys. So they got two. Of course, not everybody is from Denmark who is Sea Org in Denmark. Sad, but they recruit and then they send them off. I would consider them that trafficking, but so that's another sea birthing. And so I didn't do like before. So this is supposedly an empty building, but when I did it, it looks like now they have, this is advanced organization. This is the stupid building that they also changed to, used to be Scientology of Europe. But this is the, oh, okay. But now it's OSH Europe. Oh, I clicked something, push something. So it used to be an empty building, but it looks like it's not anymore. This is the Wallman Circus building. It was purchased in January 2025 for $6 million. So happy for you all. But you can even see this little emblem. Yep. So they have that little guy. I don't think it's that hotel they own. It's a little down the way. Let me see. Oh. Circus building. Oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, here it is. Yep. OSH. Yep. It's the Ascot Hotel. So you can live there and be on course at the same damn time. So you never have to leave. Right? Over here. 11. So this is the Denmark org. And there's a mission inside, of course. Same personnel. Which is nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Can I have that one? There it is. It's a Dianetic. So that's a twofer. And then a little more out. This is a hotel. Spiritus Center. I guess they have ghosts roaming. They're BTs. So that's another hotel they stay at when you're on course. Let's see. We got this. 1620. Who the hell knows? The Fun Joy. But it's another hotel. Let's go down there. Terrain. Oh, never mind. Fine. Satellite. Can I go down? Can I go down? I can't go down? Fine. Can I drop? What do we do? Can I drop my body? No, it's a parking lot. Can I drop my body in the courtyard? No. Here. Oop, not a tree. Oh, God. Okay, we're in a tree. We are in a parking lot. I see a trampoline. Okay, so it's this building here. Let's see. Oh, are you on course? Oh, no. Oh, you really showed me in an alley. Oh, I can't see a thing. Doggy, carport. Is that a boat launch? No, it's a shopping cart. Well, we're on a bike. Oh, I don't think that person's well. Well, I was hoping we could see this building. I do have it. Maybe I can pull it up. Let me go. Let's see. I did this on my phone. Oh. Okay. No. Oh. see. There we go. Okay. I'm beginning to think I should have not done this when I was medicated. How is. Huh. I'm the only one access to this, but there's new things added to this that have been combined to this folder. I just created this folder and only put specific things. And it has, I don't know, that was weird. I swear, OSA, are you in my Google things? Oh no. I hope you're doing okay, Rika. Okay, so 1620. That did not help me. I'm at a loss for this place. I will find it. I will figure it out. Heather. It makes it fun. Why? Why not? Oh no. Where'd I go? 1620 Copenhagen does not make sense. Okay. Let's go ahead and. Okay. Apparently, I can be dropped here. What I want. Where did that building go? Here. So I probably wasn't even looking in the right direction. Oh. Yeah, because this building blocks it. You can't see. But it looks like there's hotels. I'm an idiot. I have it. It's the Norland Hotel. It's staring right at me. So this is the Norland Hotel. This is saying this is the Norland Hotel. 221620. Okay. What's this? Yeah. Anybody else weirded out? I am. Okay. Moving on. We'll figure that one out. Trike. It's an applied scholastic. That's why this is a study stream and not like a formal. I think this is one that I was adding. My ad list is weird. 56. Look at the numbers. Huh. So that's an applied scholastic that's new. This is another applied scholastic. It's a little, it translates to little kid. This address. That's an applied scholastics. This is an applied scholastics. As you can tell, they go straight in the middle of Copenhagen, a little outward. This mission is closed. I have that one. Get down here. So they have a book publisher and a warehouse. It's in 2 different locations for New Era Productions, as you can see. International. So that's their publications. And then they have a warehouse over here. This is their WISE and Continental Liaison, CLO. Of course, I'm trying to use my right hand, and it's just so sad. Okay, let's see if we can see. So that's what I thought was a bus. That's the other reason why you don't have a license. You're just shuttled around like a piece of meat. And they have a wall. Why'd you have a wall? Anybody? This side can't see that side. Okay. So of course the WISE. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Looks really wet in 2024. So that's their WISE building. Okay. Spread out. We've been over there. Nope, that's an airport. So this is one of the Sea Org birthings, and they have to drive or ride their bike all the way, or be shuttled. Probably shuttled. We don't have time to be. So Narconon Europe, of course, there. Really? We are surrounded by trees. And nothing. Got nothing. So if you want to escape or say no and you want your passport back, shit out of luck. So that's that. That one. Oh, not in anything. Go out a little more. So this is Copenhagen. All the that's the Sea Org birthing. Narconon's way over here. And then we get this guy. This is another Narconon. It says closed. Used to be Narconon Scale instead. Don't know if I'm stating it correctly. Is in Denmark. This used to be. And I see, and that's the other thing. I don't know if they still own this property because that's what they do. They hold on to the property and let it not be, used. Last one. It's considered a training center. It is an org. It's the Jylin org. Or Jylin. 1.7. They slammed the door in my face even though I was just trying to learn more about Scientology. This was a month ago. One-star review. Month ago, 4 months ago, a year ago. Let's see. She's done 11 reviews. Two edits. I'm not sure. And for some reason, oh well. Nope, I don't want to be in the Bahamas. Turks and Caicos. Whoa! Guys, don't do it with your right hand when it's post surgery and still not up to any agility. All right. Okay. So I think I covered everybody, all that I had in Denmark. But I think that empty building is no longer empty. I will get together with Miriam, double check that area. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, Irish, no escape. I guess. No, it's sad to me that these people are on lockdown when they're volunteering or they are trapped in actual contracts that they are lied to about, coerced about. So anyone that saw Nora and Liz live outside of the theater where it was Parents Weekend in Oregon, that triggered both of them. They knew a lot of faces. They recognized a lot of people that they grew up with that were in the Sea Org that are no longer in the Sea Org, but they are still Scientologists and being handled by Scientologists. And I know Lauren. She is a prominent figure in Sacramento Org. And her family, and then learning finally who her father is. And he is a declared SP. And she does not want to talk to him, but she's not allowed to talk to him. And she was kicked out for security reasons because he was declared and talking bad about. So this is why, like, over the internet, I think everybody has a voice, but everybody is in charge of their actions, meaning they are responsible for their actions and their own words. Not all of a sudden me because I talked to somebody that did this, that, and all of a sudden it's like, well, you. No, I'm not responsible for their behavior. So, like, I'm responsible for my own thoughts, my behavior. I'm nobody's mama on here. I don't need to hold your hand. We are just getting through. Yes, Irish. That was a lot for them to go through. And to be handled in that way and see Scientology in real time, their policies, answer a question with a non-answer. I would love a conversation with Lauren. Because at that Sacramento org in 2019, a 9-year-old did the Purith. Their org is only 3 blocks from the state capitol. Who the hell signed off on that? Who was not, you're ODing on something that is harmful. Who is protecting that child? I don't care what your religious beliefs are. You cannot medically provide for a child. I doubt there was any nurse, any whatever, but Lauren identifies herself as a therapist, as a family therapist. I have not gotten into the Sacramento area. Sacramento is so messed up for their business etiquette. They are known as business leaders. They have infiltrated not only the newspaper, but influential businesses and their own magazine that helps with generate IT tech. Of course, we learned about Starlink and Philip Gell, who was a genius by all means in creating the coding for the basic internet that we still use today. But they have an IT/government magazine for the government, and they use it. So they are high up. And that's why I investigated more than just protest and actually observed Sacramento org because of their status as a business type. They will push the envelope that they're a religious entity, so they are protected. But no. They also kept the old property so this is the ideal org that I'm talking about that they are in right now, 3 blocks from the state capital of California. They left the old building that Liz Ferris went to for auditing and stuff empty for 10 years. By the time the city got a hold of the building, they were going to turn it into lower income housing. Then a big storm and a flood came, and the building needed to be destroyed. So everybody lost out. And the building just sat there. I believe it was on I Street, or a corner of I Street and adjacent to another. So it's still downtown. So yeah, I'm just blown away with the attitude and the arrogance of the Sacramento org staff members. For one, these Sacramento established Scientology established in Sacramento in 1973, and Lauren's family were one of the founding in the Sacramento area that formed that little group living in that area. And so I know very much. I got her. It's her sister-in-law that's Marcy, and I found her father giving an interview that wanted to still stay connected, but his ex-wife and horrible divorce because he spoke out against Scientology, and he was in Scientology. He goes by David, but his full name is Eugene David Sweetland. He was in Scientology for 26 years. He spoke out in the early 1990s and finally left in 1996 and got declared. And then, of course, Lauren was a security risk, so she was then kicked out. Her husband now, Lauren's husband, she later got married and has kids, both at Delphi. But her husband is a staff member at Sacramento, and he will wave and smile at me. Other people don't recognize me, but the video I did named The Big Man on Campus, the one to contact for any news related statements or anything is Mike Klagenberg, and he recognizes me. I think because of the OSA in him, and also found out that he was, if not still, because they don't have many people to take over positions. Scientology does not have enough manpower. So I believe he still is the regional director of Stanlig of the West Coast of California. So all the stuff about Leah Remini, all the stuff about any director or anybody on the West Coast talking about Scientology in a negative way, we'll have a smear campaign, fully directed and approved. Yes, other staff members, but Mike Klagenberg is the final sign-off on that crap. Me stating that in the video, the first year that this is like my second or I can't remember. I came on the scene in 2024. It's 2026, 2 years. made him very, very alert to my presence. I still do research on these people, keep up with them. Lauren says she first is certified. Then in another video, she says she's licensed as a family therapist. She studied business at Sacramento City Junior College, and surprise, the Hubbard College. Yeah. So, is she certified by Hubbard? She also coordinates with the church for selling Dianetics and any other, self-help books. Hubbard, self-analysis and all this. It's on her website for her family business. Her mom is a silent partner. Yeah. So I know a lot about Lauren. I knew I asked Liz Gale about whether or not she knew of Lauren, but I didn't know that Nora knew and worked with her for 10 years down in LA. Like, mind blown. I'm like, Nora, we need to talk. Nora, because I knew that was Lauren right when they said it's Lauren, because I was like, even right before, I was like, if Lauren's there because she's a parent. And then Liz was like, okay, I'll keep an eye. And then it was like, boom. And she's going to handle Nora. I'm like, next year, if they rent that, because it's in Salem, but it's close to Portland and Sheridan, all up there. So for the senior project, it was this production. So I was like, road trip. I need to go up and hang with you guys and be like, Lauren, Lauren, would you like to quote? Can I quote you? Can I quote you on this? You can be gay now. And all the Miscavige squirreling tech. This licensed therapy where where do you get that? Because you're not in psychiatry. And that's not on her website either. She actually goes for the full on, I am a certified or licensed therapist. I'm a family therapist. No, you're not. You're a Scientologist with the philosophy that you can help people. Just like all those Delphi students, they're all of a sudden teachers. They are without an actual teacher's credential. Early childhood development, nope, they don't have that. But they will be a teacher. They've been a teacher for this long, blah, blah, blah. Like you were a nanny. So there's a lot to unravel. And I didn't want to, Irish, I really didn't want to say all Scientologists know each other. I didn't want to go with that. But I at least I at least knew she was going to be there somewhat in the parenting community, but I didn't know if she was going to show up. I don't know if all Scientologists need to be in one place. Like, you're ordered to be here whether you have a kid in the production or not. Like kind of like AIS or ASI. Whatever. I'm getting them confused. all the different donation fundraisers they have. I don't know if all Scientologists come together to support a unity, but I know it was great to see that they could confront or at least challenge the idealism of Scientology's policies and procedures. I just know it was a lot for them to process, Liz and Nora, separately and together. It's a lot to unpack, and I hope they take IAS. Thank you. You know the anagram. Like, just, yes, where they have to go. Because you better bring your credit card. So there's so many things to unpack, unravel with who does what in Scientology, how they handle people. For Lauren to say that unaliving, that she will have them sit down and she'll handle it. I have a teen that did not want to live anymore and went down that road of not caring, so depressed, and just gave up. She was afraid to come up with a plan. She had more anxiety of coming up with a plan. So she didn't have a real idea of how she was going to go out. She just wanted to end her life. Thankfully, she was had too much anxiety to think of things. Like actually go, yes, I want to do it this way. But that's why I say I am thankful that I have a 17-year-old, because she was 16 when she went through this. There is no way I am going to send my teen, who needed constant care, attention, and safety in those dark months. It took months. It took almost a year. Well, it took more than 6 months to turn around and not be depressed. To have her sit down and be handled is no one should say that to someone that's so depressed, let alone with ideations of unaliving. I would love to talk to Lauren, because if her teens, heaven forbid, are you going to lock them up until they change their mind? Get on the cans? Remember to touch a chair, touch a wall? How about you find the root of why they don't want to live anymore? Why can't we talk about feelings? It blows my mind. It blows my mind. And I didn't mean to talk about this, but with Lauren and going into this PR mode to handle Black PR, she was saying all the right things that outsiders want to hear. Because if she actually said the truth, it would look bad and she would have been handled. She's not going to get in trouble for trying to handle. She was most likely asked to handle Nora, like the other ones, to try to talk them down. She is OT8. Her family's the whale. She does raise money and, probably has a lot of debt between her and her husband because he was doing the L's and going up as well. But he's not OT8 yet. He's past Claire. I think he was working on, the security checks and stuff. I don't know if he's made it past OT1. But that takes time because they just want you to keep spending money and your time. And he is staff. That doesn't make any money. But yeah, no, I'm just blown away with the ideal philosophy, and people still go with it even though it's inhumane. And they call themselves Thetans. I wouldn't expect them to understand human behavior. They're spirits that just float, right? Find a body. Hope you find the right body, because if it's the wrong body, you did something wrong. I have to laugh at this. Because it's my right not to choose the religion, right? But they call it bigotry if I don't choose their religion. Nope. So botany. I only did research Denmark. Just a study stream, not an actual focus. Curveball. Want to learn about plants, OSA? So this is a deep dive into identifying plants and their families. So it's division, class, subclass, order, family, subfamily, tribe, genus, that's what it is. See me rating. And species. So, and there's lots that you need to identify. And there's mosses. There's so much in here. Oh my gosh. Ferns, of course, the spore plants with a vascular system, and then a spore plants without a vascular system. So that's just one thing. And it goes on to nickel seeds. And then, everything. Oh! Where did I go? Okay. No, don't hide. Okay. I took off my name. It's fine. You don't need to know me. But this goes into sections and then exactly what they are. Oh, don't say it's a worthless degree. This is all in horticulture. So it's simple anatomy to advance, but then it gets into a section where it's patterns of a mallow family. So it goes into families, and it literally says 5 petals, 5 sepals, or 4 sepals, 3 sepals. I mean, no, you have to identify the plant just by their petals. The sepals are the little green protective that protects the little seed pack. yeah. So I am, when I get my farm back, I am making a, what is it called? An infinity book. It is, of course, a lot of decorative paper, and then you know, cut it to size, and then you put it like a folding accordion or a Z, but it's back and front, and it literally it's spineless, so it can totally put in notes and stuff, and add embellishments. I am so excited to create art and mix it with this, but also to make clay because I totally got, yeah, I'll totally get into that. I'll make little petals. Make all the diagrams and then memorize the list of what actual families fall into that category. So I'm excited. I just can't use this damn hand. No, you're in Oregon. I know some people that that's why too many thoughts in my head that propagate and do their own setting. You're allowed certain amount of plants and other things, but also to just to have on your own, so that way. But yes, there are edible. I love that there are edible plants out there, and just learning all about the stuff. Sadly, on any campus, California will not have a herb specialty or herb on campus because of the potential, potential to be, sadly, the crime rate goes up, and just because it's a hot topic. So there's other things too that are edible and hallucinogenic. So they also go. We can't have those plants either. Because there was a plant that had on, and I read, and I was like, the leaves are actually give you a little hallucinogenic. And she's like, say what? Like the professor's like, shouldn't be. And I was just like, well, if people actually memorize this whole book and the side effects that actually because there is medicinal uses, so it's one of those things that Google is our friend at times when you're like, but yeah, no, I so want to get into. I just got this book today. Another book is coming, and then I need to figure out how to pay for the landscaping ones because one is $72 and the other one is $50. And I refuse to share a book with my child ever again. And we are going to be separated, definitely. The teacher already said no. And my child needs to learn that I'm not your mom and I will not constantly do something for you in class. She always asks me, Mom, can you do, Mom, can you pick up this? Mom, can I have this? Mom, can I do this? And literally other people answer for me and they say, no, you could do it. It's just like, thank God, I have support. This woman is sucking the life out of me. There's this guy that he's called the fungi. He always goes for, especially in California, the edible lion's mane, and other ones. But he actually hunts his own mushrooms. And there's so many different ways to cook a mushroom. And he loves wild mushrooms. He also has a degree in yeast winemaking. And so, yeah, he's on YouTube. He's on Instagram. And he signed a book for my daughter. But there's a lot of different ones in our area, just because of all the different little climates and subclimates, microclimates. You're getting rid of everything? Yeah. Mine is just learning about nature, the plants, and I'm gonna be the old lady on somewhere following my daughter's dream of either being with critters, bugs, marine animals. I don't know where she's gonna go, but she wants to learn about the land, the ocean, and actually the benefits of certain ecosystems and everything. So I don't know if she's going to be more in a lab or in a nature setting, and I'll just be the old woman back home. No, Rika. Kathy, what's happening? Oh, Kathy, I'm so sorry. Rika, my thoughts and prayers are with you. I'm so sorry. Yep. I eventually need to go faster through this world recap. It's just this healing process and rest, and it's so boring taking care of yourself. Um, but I hope to get through the world, and then I'm getting back into my spreadsheets. I need to finish Clearwater. I don't think I'm ever going to be finished with Clearwater, actually. That is a vortex of a black hole. I do need to get into LA, but that will take all my focus and be a full-time job because I will be paying for a subscription because California law with properties and everything is behind a paywall. But I am going to sometime focus on that I just know my life is kind of like slow down, take care of yourself, especially falling in a hole and hurting both legs. It's like you need rest. Oh my gosh. Sometime I'm also going back to work. This is going to be a 2-month process of gaining full strength. So don't know what that's going to look like in 2 months. In 2 months, I should be back in school too. I'm going to continue because I want to do something I like to do. Yeah, just continue and keep continuing. Yeah, radical rest. This is insane. Of like, lay down. I don't want to lay down. I have stuff to do. Lay down. So, but I can't wait to make stuff with you guys and learn. I mean, this is insane. To learn the patterns of plants, patterns of buildings. Yeah. Rika, you're a strong woman and you do not need to apologize. Um, your life is important and I am thankful that you're sharing it with us, sharing updates. I'm so sorry that you're in that predicament and I really hope that it is short term. We ride the waves of life, that's for sure. And we'll get through this, get through the hard times. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna go ice my hand. I tried to not use my hand the last half hour, but yeah, I'm so glad you guys can join us. And we went through Denmark, but I will do Denmark more justice. This was just curveball. Sciento. We're gonna get through it. And there's still a lot happening behind the scenes. It's just, me forced to rest. Yay. But yes. No, Rika, I am someone that doesn't just say something that doesn't mean something, and that's why I think everybody needs to live their own life without a middle-aged person going, that's not how I would do it. Well, you're not me, and you're not them, and yeah. So yes, Kathy. Keep us all updated, and I'll keep you updated. It's life's hard, but we got this because we're tough. That's for sure.